Welcome to Student Success Services Tips and Strategies for Success. I'm Robin Hoffman, and today I'm going to discuss with you tips and strategies to be successful in your online degree program. All right, I'm going to jump right in. One of the most important things to keep in mind when you're in an online degree program, especially an accelerated one, is managing your time appropriately. Time management is a skill that doesn't come naturally to everyone, so some of us have to work really hard at making sure we can manage our time well. Here's some tools that are going to help you do that. They're tried and true. We know they work. There's a calendar on your laptop. It used to be called iCal, but now it's just called a calendar. And we want you to go ahead and use that. This calendar is amazing. It'll allow you to put things on your calendar annually. It'll allow you to put things on monthly, weekly, and daily. What I want you to do is use the daily calendar because this will break down your day hour by hour. And if you input everything that you do in a day, it'll help you keep everything organized and it'll help you manage your time better. I want you to think about your day, think about your week, and plug in everything onto the calendar that you do. It could be dropping your kids off at school, if you have a doctor's appointment, anything that you do during the day so you can see visually how much time you have to dedicate to your schoolwork. Then I want you to schedule actual appointment times for yourself for your schoolwork, as if you have to be at school at that time. Because it's pretty easy to close your laptop and forget about school for a while. But if you look at your calendar and you have specific dedicated hours each day to your schoolwork, then you know that you have to do the work at that time. But more than that, I don't want you to just put in time for school. I want you to put actual assignments in. And not just due dates. Lots of people tell me, oh, I put my due dates on my calendar. Well, that's great, but it doesn't help you organize your time or manage it. So if you have something due on a Wednesday evening, great. Put it in your calendar. At midnight, I have, this essay due based on Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. But more than that, I want you to go back through your week, like on Monday and Tuesday, and break down specific chunks of what you have to do for that assignment. For instance, on Monday, you might want to block out some time, maybe 2 hours, to go ahead and read Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Very specific things of what you're going to do. And then on Tuesday, you can block out your time to write a rough draft of that essay. And then on Wednesday, block out time to write your final draft. And then this way, you have now broken down the assignment into doable chunks. And when you do them, you'll see you're staying ahead of the game. And then by Wednesday evening, when it's due, it's all done. In order for this to work, you're going to have to get in the habit of checking your calendar every single day and making sure that you review it and see what you have to do. So let's review what we just discussed. Here with the time management, you need to schedule your appointments for your school time. Review your syllabus for a full week ahead, because what that's going to do, not only obviously help you break it down into doable chunks, but this way, if you have questions for your instructor, you're going to know early for those assignments. So you can go ahead and email or try an iChat or call your instructor so you can ask those questions ahead of time. Because what happens is if you don't review it and you're not breaking it down by chunks, you're going to look at it probably on the day that it's due and then go, oh no, I don't know how to do this, or maybe I have a question. And you run the risk of not being able to get a hold of the instructor in time. So using these skills and using your calendar and breaking down the assignments and reviewing them ahead of time will help you manage your time, organize your time, and make sure that you are on task with your coursework. So as I stated earlier, it's important to communicate with your instructor in a timely manner. Communication with your teacher is so important. They are your lifeline when it comes to the content of your course. So each month, the biggest thing for you to do, the best way to do this, is make sure you know who your instructor is. It's really important, and the months go by so fast. So at the beginning of each month, when you get your syllabus, make sure you write down who your instructor is. You have the ability to do this on your laptop. You can do it, it used to be called stickies, but now it's just notes. Just open up your notes and go ahead and write down the name of your instructor, their iChat name, their phone number, and their email address. This way, if you have any questions or you need help or you need something, you can just pop it open on your laptop and you have it right there. Because sometimes you get really stressed out and you're not going to be able to, whoa, where do I find it? How do I find it? This way, it's right there. You're going to go, oh, I remember Robin Hoffman told me to make a sticky note or a note on my laptop, and there it is. You just pull it up and there's all the information you need on your instructor. Here's a visual on how to go ahead and put a note into your laptop. Go ahead and open Notes, and then type in the name of your course. And you can follow along on the side and keep each month the different courses and the teachers you've had in case you need to go back. So put the name of your instructor, type in their iChat and their phone extension. And of course, you always want their email. And as you can see, each month you just add another course in, and you continue to keep them and save them so that you have all the information on the instructors that you've had throughout your career here at Full Sail. Okay, we've discussed time management skills and some organizational skills, but now I'm going to give you some helpful tools to assist you during the content of your course. Your laptop comes with a wonderful tool called a reader. And what the reader will do, it does text to speech. So it will read the material for you. It depends on the restrictions on some of it, so some of the ebooks may or may not work, but for the majority of the things that you have, this reader should work. It's such a great tool to have if your eyes are getting tired, or sometimes if you've been reading and reading and reading and you're just not retaining the information right. Go ahead and let the reader read the material to you so that you have double the opportunity to retain the information. You have the visual and you have the auditory. Here's a quick little video on how to set up your text-to-speech on your laptop.
With modern technology, we have abilities to alter how we receive information in ways that were impossible only a few short years ago. In this digital bit video, we will show you how easy it is to have the software read text for you. The voice you are now hearing is a demonstration of this tool. No, your instructors are not robots. First, go to the Apple menu and select System Preferences. Select Dictation and Speech. Click on Text-to-Speech. Here you can choose which voice you would like to use and the pace of the speaking. Below, you will see Speak Selected Text when the key is pressed option. Select this option. By default, this key combination is Option Escape. You may change the key combination if you would like. Next, select text and hit the correct combination keys. Your computer will begin reading the selected text.
The internet has been noted as a helpful research tool. However, there are many rumors and misinformation that spreads across the internet. Knowing that misinformation can run rampant on the internet, it is important to manage and monitor your personal information and how you are perceived on the internet.
Now that you've learned how to turn on the text-to-speech software, I encourage you to use it. You can use it, like I said, for long reading material or if your eyes are getting tired, but better than that is when you write your own paper or a discussion post. Go ahead and put it into a Word document first. Type it all out, and not only will Word help you with the little grammar and spelling errors, but if you let the reader read the material to you, I guarantee that you're going to hear something in your paper that you may not have read. Because sometimes when you read it over and over and over again and you're editing it and you're editing it and you're staring at it for a long period of time, everything just kind of gets jumbled. But if you let the software read the material to you, you're going to hear certain things in it that, again, like I said, that you wouldn't have seen. Now you have some great tools in your toolbox to pull out when you need to be successful in the program. But there's something else I want to talk about. One of the other strategies to be successful is learning and knowing yourself. You've got to understand how things are going on in your life, how you're able to not just manage and organize your time, but what's going on. I can help somebody manage their time, but if somebody calls me and says, I'm working 2 jobs and I'm taking care of 5 kids and my mother-in-law is sick, which happens, and I totally feel for you. But there's just not time to manage. You've got to recognize that, and that's when you have to reach out and ask for help. Now, who do you ask for help from? That would be your student advisor. Everyone has an online student advisor. Let's see how you find that advisor. You're going to want to go on to Full Sail Connect. So you just open up. Type in connect.fullsail.edu and sign in with your campus ID and your password. When you're on the main page, you're going to want to go to Organizations and find the tab that says Student Advisor. When you open that up, it will show you who your student advisor is. This happens to be a campus advisor, but on yours, it will show you your online student advisor. In it, it will show you their profile, and it will have a welcome email or message, and you can go through and click on any of the forms that you may need, or you can find out how to communicate with your advisor. This is very important to keep in mind when you need help throughout your degree program. It's also very important for you to keep communication open with your classmates. They're going through the same thing you are, academically and probably personally in some ways, so it's such a good idea to keep in touch with them, bounce ideas off each other, and network. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Try and eat right, try and sleep right, do the best you can so that you are functioning at the best capacity to be able to learn the material. And again, recognize your limitations. If you've done all these things that we've recommended and used all the tools that we've mentioned today, or contacted your advisor, and you still feel like you're struggling or need some support, please don't hesitate to contact success@fullsail.com and we'll do the best we can to help you. I wish you the best of luck in everything you do.